Hey guys, Mr. Seek here. In this video, I will be going over the T-side setups for cache. Before I go over the specific setups, I want to sort of go over the philosophy on playing T-side on this map. The idea is to push the CTs back in sight. Once they're in the sight, there's really nothing we can do. There's nothing tactically to do, but just kill them. So the defaults I'm going to call are things like take mid control, or take checkers control. It's going to be mid and checkers that I'm mainly talking about in this video. But the reason is that if the terrorists have mid control, the highway guy is going to fall back to sight, or he's going to go to truck. Those are the options. I'd rather him go to truck, honestly, because then at least we can get a bomb plant and fall back. If we have checkers control, then what are the B guys going to do? They're going to fall back into sight. They're going to go here. They're going to go like here, here. It's like default box, triple box, headshot. If they come tree, that's great because we're going to be smoking tree. If they come heaven, that's great because heaven's really easy to Molotov. The idea is to push them back into sight and then rely on team play to get the trades. Now, team play is a bit of a weak spot for us, but there are things we can do to practice that. Some of it just comes with time, and then there are other sides of it that we can practice. Demo reviews are good for team play, just to sort of, because when you're in a game, you sort of tunnel vision on what you're doing, but in a demo review, like the ones I've been doing, I can sort of show you how you interact with everyone else. That's beside the point. Rant over. Now I'm going to be going over the specifics of two of our setups. In fact, I think cache is so simple that I think 2 T-side setups is plenty. So the first one, it's going to be mid control. What we do is we have one person on A watching the push, another person going towards A who's going to boost someone, to boost 1 or 2 people. And okay, so that's 1 or 2 people on boost, one person boosting, one person at what's the word? Squeaky, like the A area. One person watching B at the beginning of the round, and the last person going mid. Those are all the roles. Those are all the positions that we're going to do. Now, the B player in this setup is very free. You can either just watch it and then meet up with us as we throw our smokes. You can throw a pop flash. If there's an AWPer, jump across, break. Oh, I already broke the window. Break the window, and then jump back. So like to let them know you're there, but not to really risk your life. You can, I'm going to show you these nades in a little bit. You can throw the nades that we usually throw with our B default to sort of, that was weird, to sort of fake them off. There's tons you can do. But basically what you're going to do is for the first like 10 seconds of the round, or like 20 seconds of the round, you're going to fuck with the B guys just so they know you're there. And if they push you, you should get some easy kills. Second guy, mid. You've got a bunch of options. You can throw the default, the mid smoke, and then throw that flash and jump across. So the white guy, if there's an opposite white box, he probably doesn't kill you. And that way you can like watch all this shit. You can even break vents. If they smoke mid, you have even more ability because you can come and spam. But again, you're just fucking with the mid players. That's your job. The work that's going to be done is by these 3 players. So the first guy gets boosted up. Don't show yourself. Hide. So like you get boosted, stay crouched. Then when you go into this corner, you look at this bit of rail, and then you go a little bit to the right, and you throw that smoke. That'll smoke Z. Once that blooms, you can come up. The player who boosts then falls back to this bit of grime, then strafes right just a little bit so that there's enough room here to get a grenade through. Look right in the middle, take one step and throw. That'll molly white box. Whoop, that one went a little far. But it went a little far, but it'll still burn people here. I have God mode on, so it doesn't do any damage. But let's see if I can get it right second time. Yep. That time a little short, but as you can see, it'll still. God mode's off. Damn it. Anyway, I did it 4 times a second ago. They all worked. There we go. That's ideally what it looks like, but as you can see, you can go a little shallow and a little deep. And pair that with a flash in case they're trying to get fancy. Like if the molly comes over, a lot of times people swing out and try and take a fight mid. Also, sometimes if there's a smoke Z, they'll try and jump out and take a fight with someone boost. That flash just sort of deters that. Last guy, go up to the skulls, go to the windows and a little bit to the right and do a run throw. And that will molly vents. With all that, we should have boost guy come over, someone come over mid, and then there'll be another player that either goes over boost or goes mid. And again, yeah, I don't know why I say it again. Flash over, kill anyone highway. If there's someone playing a quad, you can piss them off by throwing smokes like that, so they can't shoot you from really far away. But anyway, as you guys work up mid, the boosting player and the vent mollying player will come A main. And like that'll flash anyone holding close fork really bad. Yeah, come out and take A. At that point, you got to win the duels. That's that's team play and skill. There's not much tactics involved once you get to that point. Okay, so that's mid. The second setup is a B setup. The smokes we should know is you go up to this white rectangle, go to this light, go down to that bit of the is that rebar? No, that's just steel support, and run throw a little bit. That'll give you smoke lanes right there. Then a molly for close checkers and a flash to follow it up. That'll blind anyone. Well, it won't blind if someone sitting here, but it'll blind anyone back checkered. Because a lot of times an op, like they'll get smoked up and so oh fuck, and they'll go here and get blind and need to fall back. So the idea is we can get 1 to 2 players into checkered. I actually don't mean if they smoke this off, you can cross, but other than that, I wouldn't cross. Then, in fact, I think one of the checkered players should save a smoke because it's like you can just throw an easy smoke like that. Otherwise, one of the rotating players coming in, jump up on the ledge, throw a bit at that, or throw your smoke at that bit of rust, and then right there. So I look at the banister and go up to the top and running throw. So that smokes tree pretty well, but it can miss. Like there can be gaps, and that'll molly headshot. And at that point, it's push out to blue, take your duels with the player triple. You can spam this side of the box and that corner of the box. So if they're super hiding, just spam, and hopefully you'll be able to kill them. It'll take like 10 bullets, but with 2 or 3 people spamming, it'll take no time to kill them. And the headshot player should be mollied off and falling back to default. It's a really easy position to trade. But yeah, the point of playing checker control is push them back in sight and to waste their utility. So if we throw that smoke and a molly and flash there, a lot of CTs they'll throw a smoke there and a molly, and that's fine with us. Like, that's a lot of money for a CT. That's $1,000 right there worth of utility. So what happens when it fades? Well, we just throw another smoke, and they probably don't have another molly, especially if they use their first smoke right there, they won't have another smoke either. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say, just because we're throwing our utility doesn't mean we're committing to the site, because a lot of times I might say, like, bait utility, like try and bait their utility on B. That means throw just enough utility that they think you're coming, and because they think we're coming, they throw all their shit. Because utility can bog us down. Like, if they throw a molly here and then just focus on B main, and then when this molly goes off, they throw their other molly, then by then they've got an Opper Heaven, they've got someone in Vents, they've got all sorts of shit going on. They've rotated, they're starting to flank, all that stuff. So that's why it's important not to group up. Like, just because I say take checkered control, that means like 3 players go there, and then we have someone watching mid, and then say myself or someone else who wants to play a more supportive role watching the flank. So in a nutshell, those are our T-side defaults.